Live from Nashville, Tennessee, it's theTHREE with the Studio C Band. And here's your host, Laura Harris-Smith.
Hi, everybody. I'm Laura Harris-Smith, and welcome to theTHREE. We're in a different location, aren't we? Well, as you know, for several weeks now, we have been in Florida. We have been, oh my goodness, all over the place. Churches, colleges, speaking and promoting my new book, Give It to God and Go to Bed, and many, many other things. But while here, we have met an incredible couple. She actually got in touch with us because she was one of our customers from Quiet Brain, heard we were going to be in the area, and had an incredible testimony. Now, you're not going to want to miss this. It involves a foiled kidnapping and many other things that are important to this city. The couple are Tim and Jan Hamill Solomon. Now, Jan Hamill, that was her maiden name. Her father is an important figure in this community of Sarasota, and you're going to see exactly what that is. They own a sailing company, a sailing ministry, Sailing Home Sarasota. And the company is Key Sailing. You see behind me here, Key Breeze. Key Breeze is the name of this ship, and they have invited me and my family on board today to hear Jan's incredible story and how Quiet Brain helped her recover from the severe PTSD that happened after it. Are you ready? I hope I am. I'm prone to seasickness. If you see me looking a little green around the gills, you'll know what's going on. Come on, let's go. Okay, we're on board of the Key Breeze, and I'm here with Jan Hamill Solomon. I am so excited, but before we pull out, I want you to just tell us what's right behind us. It's very special to your family.
What's right behind us is what's right about Sarasota. This is a town that named a park, Chaplain J.D. Hamill Park, across the bayfront there in honor of a minister. Dad, Chaplain J.D. Hamill, was official chaplain 1960 to 96 for, get this, Sarasota City Police, County Sheriff, State of Florida
36 years.
State of Florida Fire Department, Hurricane Donna 1960, both hospitals, the county jail, and the circus, and the Cincinnati Reds when they were here. So this is my hometown since 1960. We've got the statue of the sailor and the nurse. So we have the statue of the sailor and the nurse right over there too, which is unconditional surrender when Japan surrendered in World War II. Behind us you have the Flying Fish. Did my senior prom on the Flying Fish with the cute guy here.
Oh yeah, the cute guy at the this
yeah.
guy.
Tim went to high school here, only one semester, and the extracurricular activities included circus with the Walendas flying through the air, or sailing. So obviously we took sailing. So that's our story. I'm sticking to it. Welcome to my hometown since 1960.
That is amazing. Okay, we've got so much more to tell you, and we are leaving from
Marina Jack, and Chaplain J.D. Hamill Park is across the street. It's at the bayfront. Again, the statue of unconditional surrender is there, and many other things, great restaurants, dining, Silver City jewelry, lots of things. And pretty soon, starting today, we're going to have Laura's products on the boat, obviously. And I'm here because I wanted to thank her for helping me through something. That's why you see us with the key to the city.
Her father was given the key to the city, and so we've had an honorary presentation while here, and so you're in for such a treat. We got a big story. You're going to recognize a lot of the names. Jan knows just about everybody. It's going to be a great trip. Come along with us. So they follow, huh?
Yeah, all of a sudden they show
There it
up.
is. Okay, I'm here with Tim and Jan. We have set sail. I'm sure I'm going to get every nautical term wrong today. Just correct me. Feel free. Is this an excursion?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. I wondered if I at least had that one right. We are leaving the dock, and Tim starts telling an amazing story about YWAM. Now, I want you to tell the one about leaving from here to Kona.
Okay, well, our son was serving with YWAM, both in Australia and then in Hawaii. and he texted me that they needed to deliver a boat from the island of Tarawa, which is northwest of Fiji, to Kona. And they were short crew, and this was weeks in advance, and so Jan and I prayed about it. We considered it and decided that I should block out 6 weeks, which would include airfare time, so that I could go over and help them do that. But we were at sea 5 weeks. We left Tarawa, and after about 2.5 weeks, we dropped anchor for a few days at Christmas Island, and from start to finish, then 5 weeks later, we pulled into Kona, Hawaii, where we delivered the boat.
Wow. Okay, so then let me ask you this. Because anybody else but me is wondering, what is it like to be at sea for 5 weeks? I'm assuming you don't have any contact with anybody else anywhere, correct? Or do you have radio and that type thing?
Well, we had a couple of sat phones in case of emergencies, but we didn't want to use them unless we had to. So no, we were off the grid for 5 weeks, and no Wi-Fi, no emails, no text messages, no phone calls. It was actually kind of liberating.
I'm going to take your word for it, okay? But what I love about this, well, first of all, you've got a son. I know you mentioned a daughter. Tell me about your kids.
Oh, our daughter is 37, the mother of our 3 above-average grandchildren.
They're perfect.
And we
Perfect. They're perfect.
we love the fact that they all live within 25 minutes of us. Our son got married last year. He's the youngest. He's 34. And he and I love sailing together. We've been on several excursions together. Last year, we brought a boat over from Louisiana. That was only a 10-day trip.
Okay.
But we love doing adventures at sea together.
Okay, I feel safe. I just wanted to establish that.
We're going under the John Ringling Bridge, and if you look up, you'll see that we only clear by 5 feet if you look straight up to the bridge. And our son took that trip with Tim pretty much on his honeymoon.
Tell it when you drop a name that she's not name dropping. She knows a lot of people. Tell us, Ringley, what?
Oh no! This is a John Ringling, as in Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. When we were kids, 2 classes you could take in high school. You could take circus, or you could take sailing. Guess which one we took? Right over there, we took the sailing class at the squadron, right where you are right now, and you can still take it. Kids can take it today.
Right. And when did you meet?
Oh.
I saw a picture that you guys were in as babies, like several rows apart. But that's pretty phenomenal. So how did you meet? I mean, I'm assuming you don't remember that introduction.
Yeah, we don't remember exactly when and where we met. Our parents were in college together before they were married, before either couple was married. And we knew of a picture of us together at ages 5 and 6, but we weren't aware of a picture of us at ages 1 and 2 until after we were married. And then we discovered after we were married that our maternal grandfathers worked together at Ashland College, which is now Ashland University in Ohio, in the 1930s. So our family relationship goes back, our family's relationship go back about 90 years.
That is unbelievable. All right, so then when do you first remember meeting this amazing woman?
Well, I remember when I was 6. I remember the visit we made through here, visiting her parents, because our parents were lifelong friends. She has admitted to me that she did not remember that encounter. She was 5, but then we didn't see each other again until she was 16 and I was 17.
Wow, that's amazing.
How did you prove that you knew me? How'd you get that first kiss on the beach at 16, young man?
Well, she didn't believe that I remembered that encounter when we were 5 and 6. But I remember her telling a story that she had a pet horse at the end of the street.
Wow.
She had a vivid imagination. She did not have a pet horse at the end of the street, but she kept telling everybody that. And when people would say, "Let's go see your horse. Can we go see your horse?" She goes, "Oh, I'm not allowed to go to the end of the street."
Oh, very clever. So you've always been a good storyteller. You just added truth to it as you got older.
Not only is that true, but we're passing where we first lived when we were first married, and we paid $134 a month on the water for the Bellhaven, and it's for sale for $12.5 million.
Oh. Why did you move? You could have. Wow. Let me ask you this. So then,
Van Weesel. This is the Van Weesel where I played flute for Arthur Fiedler when it opened also. So you're passing kind of our hometown. But yes, when I met Tim, I knew who he was because missionary kid, preacher's kid, they would pass back and forth. And he was serving with my aunt and uncle in Argentina at the time.
so you guys were both MKs, missionary kids, and your parents were in?
Sarasota, Florida. It was a home mission. Preacher's kids. Missionary kid.
So, missionary kid, what country?
I grew up in Argentina and Colombia.
Okay, wow. Well, in a minute, we're going to tell you the story that involves Colombia and Jan. But first, I'm going to kick back, stretch my sea legs. Would that be accurate? Am I doing okay?
You're a natural.
I'm a natural. I don't think so. I want you to just get this. Don't go anywhere, okay? We'll be right back after the break.
Okay, back to starboard, Jan.
Hi, Captain.
Okay, with all your might.
Fast as you can. Hoist the
Pull some
leg.
water,
Right
please.
there. Go, Chris. Go, Chris.
Another day at work for a retired missionary.
Hi, I'm Laura Harris-Smith, inventor of Quiet Brain Essential Oil Blend. You know, if you would have told me 2 years ago when I was mixing that very first little bottle that we would have thousands of customers from all over the world and that we'd have to quadruple our staff to keep up with the demand produced by our international TV infomercial, I'm not sure I would have believed you. And if you told me I'd be hearing regular testimonies of improved sleep, reduced stress, migraine relief, even help with other neurological challenges like seizures, PTSD, tremors, muscle spasms, even anxiety, well, I probably would have cried. And sometimes when I'm reading the Quiet Brain testimony, I do. But if you would have told me 1 year ago when we introduced our Quiet Brain Variety Gift Box that it would become the biggest selling item on our online store at quietbrainoil.com, I would have said, I believe it. The reason is because I created the gift box to be the perfect combination of all of our Quiet Brain products. The oil itself for topical use on the skin that contains only certified pure oils that can cross the blood-brain barrier and bring speedy relief and neurological support. And our aromatherapy line with our Quiet Brain shampoo and conditioner, candles, inhalers, all of which use the nasal passages to gain direct access to the limbic brain, which is the emotional center of the brain. So whether you need to use Quiet Brain topically or aromatherapeutically, the Quiet Brain gift box has everything that you need. And now we've given our gift box an upgrade without increasing the price. It now comes with our satin Quiet Brain Sleep Eye Mask. Just put a few drops of oil on the nose guard and you're on your way to enjoying a good night's sleep. And it all comes packaged in a beautiful gift box and delivered to the destination of your choice or sent to you so you can use it for 7 different gifts or keep a few for yourself. When sold separately, the items in the box are $160, but you're getting it for $135. That's a $25 savings, meaning that you're getting the nasal inhaler and the shampoo and conditioner for free. The Quiet Brain gift box comes with 1 Whisper Quiet Nightlight diffuser with 16 color options and intermittent mist options, 1 dropper bottle of Quiet Brain, 1 Quiet Brain nasal inhaler, 1 Quiet Brain candle, the satin sleep eye mask, and your healing shampoo and conditioner. And remember, both are color safe, aloe enriched, paraben and sulfate free, loaded with wonderful ingredients like unscented coconut oil, olive oil, sugar beet betaine, and of course the Quiet Brain blend with its 8 essential oils like lavender, frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, and more. We get repeated testimonies of both being used with great effectiveness during headaches for pain relief. So go to quietbrainoil.com to order. Quiet Brain is a great gift for any time of the year, but especially for seasons like these that bring additional stress. Give the gift of health and peace this year. Give the gift of Quiet Brain.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. I'm Laura. You're watching theTHREE. I'm here with Jan Hamill-Solomon. Where are we?
You're in the middle of paradise. Doesn't every missionary retire on a yacht in their hometown?
No, but I am willing to be a missionary's kid if you'll adopt me.
Well, I think Jesus did that, and Vonette Bright told me I'd have, more impact in my own village. And
Bill Bright's wife.
Yes, because we were with Crew. But before we were with Crew, we did a few other things. The flute thing, the Columbia thing.
Yeah. So then I want you, when she says Crew, she's talking about Campus Crusade for Christ. You're going to have to slow down and tell us. You've had so many experiences. I don't want to leave any of them out. We mentioned Columbia before the break.
Absolutely.
That's really the launching pad of your tremendous story, which thank God you survived. What happened?
Sailing Home Sarasota tells the story of the little girl from the beach who runs off to change the world, but the world changes the little girl.
Is that your book?
Yes, it is. Okay. So what happened is we did a few things here in Sarasota, and then when we went to Columbia, I had already been there to visit my boyfriend, now husband, of quite a few years. I'm getting old. So we find ourselves with a crusade coming, a festival, a large one, and it was in Bogota, Colombia in 1989, and it was during the rehearsal that I survived a foiled kidnapping by terrorists, and I was basically out of it for about 3 days, beat, poisoned, hit a little bit, not taken away. It was foiled. The people in the festival did not all know about it at the time. The Colombian government and the United States government and my parents and Tim's parents did not know about it. 5 men had been assassinated. 5 men were running for president. 3 of them had been assassinated during the election, including Juan Carlos Galán. And I had played flute in many Christian festivals before. And
what were some of them? I'm curious.
Well, our daughter was born on tour with the Continental Orchestra in 1984. Pretty much all of those CCM kids were there, and I'm going, I'm in labor. And
you were holding Sandy Patty's baby while in labor.
And Steve Green was doing People Need the Lord, and there, Steve Taylor's going, what's wrong with the flautist? And everybody else is going, so much.
How many hours after that did you deliver?
Our daughter's adopted. Our daughter was born on music tour.
I see. Okay, I pictured you holding flute in one hand, Sandy Patty's baby in one, and going into labor. Makes sense.
Not even with your quiet brain oil. Not even with your quiet brain oil. But they remember me. That music world remembers me. That whole Jesus music world remembers me as either the girl who almost got kidnapped in Colombia, or the girl who had a baby on tour, or the girl from the beach with a yacht. And I think the last time I saw Michael W. Smith, I was bringing home a Siberian exchange student, and I was in Ohio. And then when we were making End of the Spear, Amy Grant signed something when Minkai...
End of the Spear is?
The tribe about the 5 missionaries that were speared in the jungle of Ecuador, which was an inspiration for me wanting to become a missionary. So here we are back. Yes. So yes, you can imagine Michael W. Smith. I've got a Siberian exchange student. I'm there in Ohio. And then Amy Grant signing a picture of Minkai cleaning my son's teeth. So it's a confusing story, but basically sailing is like life. You look forward at the channel marker, you forget the junk behind, and you look up for your answers to the Lord. And that's how we've shared the Lord with 40,000 guests. The Columbia story is why I want to share Quiet Brain Oil with you.
And I think we're going to have to do that after the break. So you're going to hear exactly what happened to Jan and how long ago this was and how long it was in between then and when she found our quiet brain. This story is new to me. You do not want to miss it. Stay close.
Yeah, we're coming about.
And which way do I turn?
So you're going to turn port. Yeah,
that's right.
Into the wind.
Okay.
Spin that wheel all the way over.
Okay, here we go.
Until it stops. As fast as you can. Spin that wheel as fast as you can. All the way over until it stops.
We're safe, kids.
All right. Tacking.
Good job.
Aromatics Oil is a family of therapeutic-grade patented oil blends created by nutritionist and author Laura Harris Smith. Invented for her own lifelong journey for neurological health, Quiet Brain now helps those worldwide who suffer from insomnia, migraines, anxiety, seizures, tremors, and more. Quiet Brain contains oils like frankincense, myrrh, lavender, sandalwood, and others. Next, Happy Brain is a bright mood-lifting citrus blend and contains oils like lemon, lime, clementine, spearmint, and more. Users say it combats depression and even aids in weight loss. Next is Sharp Brain, Laura's Focus Blend, also used to improve cognitive memory issues with oils like coffee, cinnamon, vanilla, clove, and others. Each $69.95 bottle is a 10-week supply if used daily, or about $1 a day. And right now, buy 2 bottles and get the 3rd one free, and get a free eye mask using the promo code on your screen at neuromaticsoil.com or at 1-855-784-3827. That's 1-855-QUIET-BRAIN.
I'm naturopathic Dr. Laura Harris Smith, and if you'll give me 10 days, Give It to God and Go to Bed can help you stress less, sleep better, and dream more. There are even links inside to my free 10 Days to Deeper Sleep and Dreams program and 10 Good Night videos.
Can you close your eyes and just still listen to me?
The whole book takes place in your bedroom, and with chapter titles like The Junk Under Your Bed, The Treasures in Your Bedroom, and The Monsters in Your Closet. Give It to God and Go to Bed helps you learn to rest and hear God speak in dreams. Take back your sleep and dreams, my friend, with Give It to God and Go to Bed.
Hi, I'm Jan. I live on the beach, but when I grow up, I'm going to tell every single person in the whole world that Jesus loves them, every tribe and every language on earth.
Have you heard the one about the little girl from the beach who ran off with her childhood sweetheart to change the world? When a foiled Colombian kidnapping changed her instead of dying, Jan came home with a new plan for world peace.
People who eat chocolate on sailboats don't start wars. They just don't.
So in only 14 years, Tim and Jan took 40,000 guests sailing over 3 times the circumference of Earth from the Key Breeze across from the Bayfront Park named in honor of Jan's father, with the key to the city of Sarasota on board.
Did we mention that somewhere in there Jan had time to smuggle Bibles in Morocco, pick up an exchange student in Siberia, make a movie with the most violent people group anthropologists have ever studied, and raise teens who were born on a CCM, that's Contemporary Christian Music, tour while Tim was starting the Joy FM, that's a radio network?
According to Campus Crusade for Christ founders Dr. Bill and Vonette Bright, this was just another typical story of the girl next door. After all, didn't Jesus minister from a boat in his hometown with 12 people at a time? And sailing is so much like our life's journey with God should be. Turn off the motor, press on toward the channel marker before you, forget the hurricane you just left behind, and instead of looking left and right for your answers, gaze up toward the telltales above and allow God to show you which way the wind is blowing next. That's where your redemption draws its life.
Hi, everybody. I'm Laura. You're watching The3. I'm still in Sarasota, Florida, and we are with Tim and Jan on the Key Breeze. Now, I'm telling you, that's exactly what we've had today. We've seen dolphins. We've had other boaters, sailors. What do you call them?
Boaters and sailors.
Boaters and sailors. I am doing so well.
She's good.
And I'm here with Jan particularly. You just heard in segment 2 her incredible story of being kidnapped, a foiled kidnapping that she survived. Jan, I'm imagining you came home with, was it PTSD? What was it?
I didn't have any PTSD, but I had physical pain. And I would have become a brain-damaged blonde just to meet you, Laura. I had pain as if someone had a knife twisting deep in my brain on fire. On a scale of 1 to 10, over 1,000,000 at all times. So imagine me, poor Siesta Key kid, come home, right? And I'm watching Laura, and she's all perky and happy.
And this is how many years after you've been living with this?
This happened 31 years ago, and I have been out of complete pain for 2 years.
Tell me just what happened. You're watching watching the.
I was in pain. I'm watching your TV show, wadding up my little Kleenex, throwing it at the television, saying, "What does she know?" So I order the stuff, and you can tell now I'm clearly quiet. All is well.
A fully patented recipe. Quiet Brain is made from steam distilled therapeutic oils made from Virginia cedarwood trees, the vetiver grasses of Indonesia, the Commiphora myrrha trees of Egypt, the Boswellia serrata trees of Saudi Arabia, sandalwood trees from Australia, ylang-ylang flowers from Madagascar, patchouli leaves of Indonesia, and lavender, harvested from the majestic lavender fields of Europe. The result is a warm, rich, woodsy aroma, not cut with any carrier oils and potent, which translates well to our Quiet Brain candles and nasal inhalers from our aromatherapy line. The first time that I put the diffuser on my nightstand and put some drops of Quiet Brain in it, I woke up 10 hours later, which I never do. And we hear lots of reports of improved sleep health with it, but we also receive reports of greater concentration. So it somehow focuses, not sedates, the brain. And it's in our healing shampoo and conditioner, which migraine sufferers massage directly into the scalp during an episode and say that it brings great relief. But it all started in our home with me and a little pipette eyedropper.
So a few days ago, I look and I'm out of it, and I'm having trouble sleeping at night. And I look online, and she's coming to my hometown. So of course I go to order products, and we meet, and we find out we're, the brain damage gang. We're having fun, the TBI injury. But no, I didn't have really emotional pain. I always felt if physical pain is your only pain, you don't have any pain.
Well, strife opens the door to sickness, and we store trauma in our body. As a naturopathic doctor, it makes perfect sense to me what you went through. Here's what I want you to do. We have people who have much lesser trauma than that, but I want you to describe to me what the Quiet Brain did for you. Did you use the roller or did you use the dropper?
I have everything.
She has everything.
When I can't sleep, I read the books. But we look at it this way. I would not be on a sailboat with you if I hadn't come home thinking I wasn't going to make it. Tim came home, put me on a sailboat in our hometown, taking 40,000 people sailing. So yes, what it does is I think it helps the Holy Spirit calm you down, because it says, wait a second. You're alive. You're my creature. You're my creation. I would read the books along with it. Honestly, truly, I don't work for the girl, but I've bought everything.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you know what? The night that God gave me the recipe for this, you've heard me tell the story that I would literally, I saved up to buy the 8 oils. I would take them out of the box. I'd go to the kitchen, sit at the table, take them out of the box, and I would say, Lord, I can't even bake a cake with a recipe. You've got to give me the recipe for this. I was not an essential oil expert, nor was I even a nutritionist at the time. He did give me the recipe, and by the end of it, that evening, while just listening to worship music, it was a silent, I wasn't speaking, and he did give me the recipe, and by the end of it, I was weeping. I ran out to where my husband was out in his office. He later said that he thought something had happened to one of the children. I was crying so hard. And I said to him exactly what you just referred to, that it allowed the Holy Spirit to help you. I said, we've got to pray, because I believe the Lord is going to make this into an anointing oil. And that's what a lot of people call it. We still make every batch in that silent environment with worship music, and clergy prays over every single batch. We've long passed the days that I can make every bottle, but every bottle touches my hands and we pray over it. Your story it has so inspired me and encouraged me. I've heard how it helps insomnia, anxiety, migraine, tremor, epilepsy, this kind of thing. But what you went through I'm so blessed that it was able to help you. Is there anything else you want to say in our final seconds?
I would like to close with my friend Umpore. Umpore met her husband Minkai when he speared her family in the jungle of Ecuador, and also was involved with the 5 missionaries. We went on to make End of the Spear and Beyond the Gates. And
these are movies.
She was one of the wisest women I knew. She also used your oil. I took it to Ecuador. So I guess I'd like to end with Waponi. I see you well. Let's live with that joy.
That is so important. So many people don't feel seen. Everybody, this is a first for the 3. We must have had to cross the 100th episode, border before we started getting to do this kind of stuff. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you. Gracias. Spasiba. Merci. Waponi.
Coming to you from Sarasota, Florida, I'm Laura. Bye-bye for now.